Welcome all respected sadhakas, shrotas. Wonderful it is to have you all every day in the morning joining for this most sacred jobs of a human life, that of trying to touch the truth through the study of our Upanishads, highest of the literature. Receive my congratulations. Happy for you. Receive also the submissions that come what may. The study of Upanishads is not given up for any reason. Like every day, the five things will have five times chanting of the Vedic Shanti mantra, invoking the grace of divine to keep all our faculties intact and fit enough for our Adhyatmic sadhana. Let us realize everything is not Brahman alone, and for that, whatever the sadhanas we have to do as instructed by the Upanishads, may we be able to understand them, grasp them, digest them, and live up to them. This is the meaning of the Shanti mantra. Then we go for a little of common sense thought, then our Prarthana Sankalpa, then we'll do little of Upanishadic Parayanam, then we'll do the Upanishad Adhyanam. Let the whole day be filled with maximum Adhyatmika Sadhana Jivana. This class will be followed by Gita with Bhashyam. Then we'll have Mandukya Upanishad little later. Then for all and especially the youth, again Gita and Tulsi Ramayanam. In the evening we have Shwethshwathara Upanishads to study, Nirvana Manjari to study of Adi Shankara Bhagavan, Skanda Purana chanting, so to Upanishad Parayana. 7, 8, 9 classes per day. May the divine bless us to focus more and more on divinity. Start. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vakpranaha Chakshuhu Shrotram Atho Balam Indriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Mama Brahma Nirakarod Anirakaranamasto अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्म उपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्यां मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओमाप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणः चक्षुः श्रोत्रम् अथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तो ते मयि सन्तो ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Enjoy these chantings every day, respected friends, not only in the class, even off the class. Today's common sense thought is just realize by one's own experience as well as from the experience of the people of the world and the world that in the outer world there is nothing but misery, 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 nothing but bondage, bondage, bondage. As early as possible, realize it. In the outer world, in the gross world, there is just a seeming temporary imagined some tickling of pleasure, very micro, very minute. More than that, it is all heaviness, it is all load, it is all burden, it is all hard work, it is all only slavery, it is all bondage, it is all misery. Whether it is with the things, whether it is the beings, whether it is with situations, whether it is any possessions, positions, powers, everywhere, nothing but bondage. First, we have to realize it. Then, second, we have to realize is all these things are nowhere but in our own mind. In our own minds, projection, in our own minds, reality given, in our own minds, entertaining varieties of emotions of the likings and dislikings, etc. Nowhere they are all there. Realize this second fact that they are in the mind, including our own upadhi tadatmya. This mind is the one which has to be maintained, managed for seeing that this outer world, where right now we need to involve for various reasons, yet it is not a liability. So, once understood that the outer world is only bondage, detachment from the world should happen. Once understood that the world is in the mind always should be managed for the management of the world of activities which are unavoidable for us right now. Maybe the duties, maybe the responsibilities, maybe the services, maybe any other activities which we have to do. Let them be mindfully done perfectly so that, as said earlier, the outer thing doesn't become an important issue to us to create a samsara in us. Third point. Then the fourth one is what? The most important one. The mind has to be quietened and freed of all these things as much as possible, as many times a day as possible. And sixth one or the fifth one is we have to try to realize that which is beyond or behind the mind. The truth, the reality, the Upanishadic Brahma, Sarvam Brahma Upanishadam, that Upanishadic Brahma Tattva is there beyond that mind. That we have to realize. For that, the mind has to be quietened. Before the mind has to be quietened, a very important instruction, very interesting, important is all. The mind first has to be awakened from the Nidra Avastha, from the Laya Avastha, from its being oblivion. In Nidra also mind appears to be quietened, but with that quiet mind, we, the ego, also are quietly in the sleep. That is not sadhana. First, the mind which is totally gone into tamoguna, nidravastha, muda bhumika, has to be awakened. All bhajana, all kirtana, all upasana, all japadapadi are done to awaken that sleeping mind. And also to see that the mind once wakes up, doesn't go to various channels of distraction. To awakening the mind, protecting it from getting distracted into unwanted channels, bringing it to single pointedness, just like the child. You have to wake up your child and see to it that he doesn't go into the wrong activities. Then put him under your own command control and make him do what is required to be done. So थोड़ा माइंड को उत्थान कराना है from the मूढ़ावस्था, protect it from going into the Kshipta and Vikshipta bhumikas of just getting lost into the things uncontrollably, bringing it to the Ekagra bhumika. This Ekagra bhumika brought mana needs a lot of knowledge to be given of the Shastras and Vedantas about what is truth, what is reality, where lies moksha, where lies bondage, what are the causes of bondage. All this knowledge has to be given to this mind, the antakarana, so that it is no doubt at all regarding moksha as sadhana, that is atmanubhuti, and the introvertedness as sadhana. And then comes the mind slowly quietened of all the external things. From the extrovertedness, it is brought into the introvertedness. Then that mind is slowly from the gross to be taken to the subtler and subtler levels and layers. Again, through the upasanas, through the prarthanas, through the japa adi, and also through the contemplation on the understood truth on the basis of the Upanishads taught to us by the Gurus in the satsang. Mind is the one which has to awake. Mind is the one which has to get out of the world and worldliness. Mind is the one which has to become antarmukha. Mind is the one which has to gather all knowledge, information and keep readily available. Mind is the one which has to become subtler and subtler. Ultimately, the mind has to merge in giving us the anubhuti that we are that. So, awakening the mind, not allowing it to get distracted, quieten it, make it introverted, make it subtler and subtler, and make it walk towards or travel towards the reality, the truth. And all these things absolutely will be vague. In the beginning days, if we are not sufficiently praying to the Lord, praying to the Guru, and doing our own strong sankalpas, that I must understand every aspect of this spirituality crystal clearly, thoroughly, beyond any doubt and vagueness. That sankalpa, that prarthana, then the long time prayatna slowly makes all these things clear, even though we listen every day. Every day, same thing we are listening, but click nahi. So means the Daiva Guru Krupa and our own Baliya Vancha, the Shubhecha, that all these things of pure Vedanta I have to understand, I have to digest, I have to live up to, I have to reach to that acme or that perfection. So that Shubhecha, that Shubha Sankalpa, along with it, the rejection of the Ashubha, that other than this, I should not want anything. And anything obstructing me in this path, my own vasanas should go away. My own extrovertedness should go away. Chanchalata should go away. Kamanas, Vadhyanatma should go away. Importance given to the things and beings because I expect something from them. All that is an obstruction. All that is giving me the world is real notion. All that should go away from my life. And then I am able to comprehend the reality intellectually. I am able to travel towards that reality and I am able to embrace it. May it happen to me or long, very soon, in this very life, in this very moment. So this type of one's own sankalpa, one's own prarthana, nirantara, done to the Ishvara, makes us realize what we are doing. Like we are doing but not realizing exactly what we are doing, how it has to be done, what for it has to be done. Example is our everyday class. We are coming to the class, but we also have to be aware what for these classes are done and how they have to be done, what outcome it has to have. All other sadhanas also. So seriously, beautifully we are doing. But we also must be aware what for they are done, how they have to be done, and what is that result that has to be obtained, gained out of it. In this way, the grace, when it comes, we become absolutely clear about what exactly we have to do, and we also are able to do, and we can see the even the result also. All the results of quietness of the mind, yet not sleepy, pure mind, yet with love to the world without raga dvesha. World involvement going on, yet no phalapeksha. Every one of these things are experienced. Guru, Guru Mahima, Guru Sharanagati. Ishvara, Ishvara Mahima, Ishvara Sharanagati. Shruti Mata, Shruti Mata's Upadesha, which is tough, which is wide, which is expanded, even that also will be able to comprehend. And we remember. Some fortunate ones remember the mantras, others fortunate ones, even though they may not remember the mantras, but the essence of Shruti Mata, that I have to go beyond my own, this pseudo Vyaktitva. I have to go beyond this Panchakosha. I have to go beyond these three avasthas. I have to go beyond these three putis. I have to go beyond these three gunas. Even that is understood, that is enough. Then, accordingly, whichever the sadhana you take up that day, example of going beyond the Triputi of Drashta Darshana Drashya. Then that day the sadhana or that sitting, that sadhana is all drashya is rejected by Neti Neti. Then the drashta corresponding also goes away. Then the darshanam goes away. Then what remains is that pure self. So any of the sadhana used any day. Pakka will be able to do. And the thing is what? Only to this life we have to give importance. Sometimes it is heavy, sometimes it is boring, few times it is inspiring. Whenever heavy, boring, that time we only have to, from within, bringing the thought and memory that this is the greatest path, re-inspire ourselves. Like in the world also, the TV, the friends, the interactions, not that all the time they give happiness. They are also boring sometimes. But we do something from our mind because of which the boring goes away and again we involve in it. In the Adhyatmikata also, if at all such mood comes, no, I have to realize self very soon. In that only there is moksha. How can I feel that boredom? How can I feel that laziness? How can I feel that carelessness? No, let me take up. Let me refresh myself with some puja, some Bhagavan Nama Sankirtana for some time. Again, come back onto the track of searching the self. Keep on doing. And mind you, that self is there. Certainly, we will realize it. Our efforts definitely yield the result. When we are doing prayers to Bhagavan and Guru, they are watching it, they are seeing it, and their Kripa Karuna, as it is there right now, because of which alone we are able to get up, we are able to get into the class, we are able to maintain that peace, nobility. ये सारे उन्हीं के कृपा है. That kripa alone will ensure that the picture starts clear, becoming clear, and the kripa alone ensures that this is what is the goal we have to reach. That kripa ensures that we reach that goal of this Tattvanamurti. So, all in all, outer world is to be understood properly and kept aside. The mind has to be freed from that. Mind has to be made introverted, and all our efforts to awaken the mind, quieten the mind, go beyond the mind. All sadhanas are for that only. And that requires prerequisite is clear understanding about it. Luckily, evening yoga vasishtha is telling us how clearly, vehemently that pure Brahman alone is real. Everything else, including Brahmadeva and Brahmakrita Srishti, all of that is Kalpana only. And to have Kalpana, there must be substratum. The substratum is that pure Brahman itself. Therefore, everything is Brahman Kalpita. Kalpanas drop karo, so the Brahman is realized. Having realized Brahman, play with the Kalpanas without getting bound. So may our spiritual journey be delightfully conducted by us. Let all the samskaras, negativities which pull us into the delusory outer world and make us fully caught up, they all may get washed away. The samskaras, wrong notions, wrong convictions, and mainly the habitual errors. May we learn the art of pausing at every moment. Then, instead of extroverted, become introverted. Instead of going towards the Anatman, let us go towards the self, the Atman only. Let that I think of very soon in our life. Ye Prabhu, Ye Guru, please bless all these sadhakas. All deserve it. Serious, sincere ones, regular ones. Om. 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। ॐ शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ गुरुपुङ्गवपुङ्गवकेतनते समतामयतां नहि कोऽपि सुधीः शरणागतवत्सलतत्त्वनिधे भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्। एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ॐ विदितानमया विशदैककला न च किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो द्रुतमेव विदेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणम्। ॐ परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदोक्तब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्यप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहाससन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं स सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्तितेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं शाश्वतरूपेण विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृदेश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम नित्यानन्दं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकण्ठं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। पारायणम् 8, 9, 10, 11, 12। ॐ त्रिरुन्नतं स्थाप्य समं शरीरं हृदीन्द्रियाणि मनसा सन्निवेश्य ब्रह्मोडुपेन प्रतरेत विद्वान् श्रोतांसि सर्वाणि भयावहानि प्राणान् प्रपीड्येह संयुक्तचेष्टः क्षीणे प्राणे नासिकयोच्छ्वसित दुष्टाश्वयुक्तमिवाहमेनं विद्वान् मनो धारयेता प्रमत्तः समेषु चौ शर्करावह्निवालुकौ विवर्जिते शब्दजलाश्रयादिभिः मनोनुकूलेन तु चक्षुपीडने गुहानिवाताश्रयणे प्रयोजयेत् नीहारधूमार्कानिलानलानां खद्योत विद्युत्स्फटिकशशीनाम् एतानि रूपाणि पुरःसराणि ब्रह्मण्यभिव्यक्तिकराणि योगे पृथ्व्यप्तेजो निलखे समुत्थिते पञ्चात्मके योगगुणे प्रवृत्ते न तस्य रोगो न जरा न मृत्युः प्राप्तस्य योगाग्निमयं शरीरम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Friends, seventh mantra we have yesterday studied almost with the Bhashyam. Doesn't matter, once more we browse through. The Sambandha Bhashyam for it was कि यस्माद् अननुज्ञातस्य तस्य योगहेतौ भोगहेतौ कर्मणेव प्रवृत्तिः तस्मात्. If the Savita's anugnya is not taken, then the jiva, you and I, will be having pravritti in the bhoga hetu karma, which was said in the earlier shloka. Agniryatra abhimatyate vayuryatradhirochyate somo yatra vayuryatradhirudyate somo yatradhirichyate tatra sanjayate manaha. Okay, but that is not our goal. Our goal is Paramatma Tattva. Therefore, what is to be done? Shruti Mata guiding us. What is it? Mantra 7. Savitra prasavena dusheta brahma purvyam tatra yonim krunavase nahite purtamakshibatu. Savitra prasavena dusheta brahma purvyam तत्र योनिं कृणवसे नहि ते पूर्तमक्षिपतु. Very, very important, like every of the Upanishadic mantras. So the literal meaning with Bhashya. Literal meaning was Savitra Prasavena. Sava means the permission. Prasava means fully permitted. So before permission, the empowerment. And that prerequisites our upasana and prarthana to Savita. Therefore, we have recognized the Savita as the Paramatma, step 1. We have done the upasana to him, step 2. We have done the stuti japa to him, step 3. Then now we have prayed to him, step 4. What is the prayer? Which was there in the very first mantra of this very this third chapter. है ना, सेकंड चैप्टर के शुरू में कि ओ सविता, bless me that all my faculties are only towards knowing the truth. When that way we have prayed to Savita, then his blessings come in the form of the readiness inside, in the form of some guru guiding us from outside, and few months or years time we'll be able to study some Upanishads as we are now. That's the meaning of Savitra Prasavena. Then with the Upanishadic knowledge gained, especially you and I, those who are not yet lucky to expose to Upanishad and Brahmagnana, let their destiny guide them. Like our destiny, our Bhagavad Guru Kripa guided us for these few years to study Shastra and recognize the Brahman existing, and he has to be realized for moksha. Therefore, what is to be done? Savitra Prasavena Jusheta Brahma Purvyam. That primordial Brahman alone, we have to Seveta means try to reach him. This is the beginning. And this beginning should lead to what end? Tatra Yonim Krunavase. In that Brahman alone, The yoni means the establishment. Now I say we have to have. Then only, then only. Naite purtamakshipat means the ishtapurta, the karmas won't come in your mind tempting you to do them for the results of this world of appreciations, names and fames, the result of the other uttama lokas, which is nothing but samsara. When tatra yonim kurnavase, when you are fully established in Paramatma Tattva. How do you achieve that? Yusheta Brahma Purvyam. You are always engaged in that Brahma Prapti Prayatana. How it happens? Savitra Prasavena. How Savitra Prasava happens? When you have prayed to him. So the prayer to Savita, Savita's blessings, initiation of Brahma Vichara, Brahma Dhyana, leading to the Brahmanubhuti and establishment, then there is no samsara. Otherwise, there is samsara, terrible samsara, endless samsara of all chaos and confusions of what happens at what time, from what source we don't know, will be persecuted. Like the example of when we are in the ocean, which tide, which big wave breaker will come and drown us, we don't know. So too, which crocodile, which shark, which seal or whale, whichever consumes us, we don't know when we are in the ocean. In the ocean of samsara, also, from which side what attacks us to give us what misery or dukkha, it is uncertain. You want to continue in samsara samudra? Continue. Want to come out? There is the way, but mind you, there's the only way. No two ways. Tatra yonim kurnavase is the only way. Tatra tasmin brahmani eva yoni means pratishtam samadhi rupam krunavase establish. We have to do. Now the mantra with Bhashyam. Savitra prasavena means sasya prasavena iti yavat. Savita is who sasya prasava means he is the one who gives the sasya. He delivers the sasya. Prasava means deliver. But the sasya is all the crops of all grains and fruits and vegetables, etc. So, what is the meaning of Savita Prasavena? If you want to understand the elongated meaning, it is Savita who, by making all the crops grow, making all the grains or eatables available for us to eat and survive. Therefore, who are the because of whom we are alive or surviving? It is because of the sasya given to us by the Savita, isn't it? Then, with the sasya eaten, which is given by the Savita, what should be our life dedicated for? Only two things. One, to do the upasana of that Savita only, because of whom we are alive. Alive, yes. When we do the upasana of that Savita, what for it has to be done? To go beyond and become one with the Savitru Tattva itself. Point one. Point two, that the life is coming to us because of Savita through the Sasya. The life has to be used only for that. That's the meaning of Savita Prasavena Sasyena Sasya Prasavena iti yavat. Means a little deeper thought that Lord Savita, by giving us Bhojana, making alive for what purpose? Huh? To reach Him only. Through whom? By His grace only. How? When we do Upasana, saying that I have to reach you, as a result, when He provides all the facilities of intellect, etc., and the Guru, etc., and the Upanishads, Adhyanam, etc., and Spashtata regarding sadhana, is of Savita's Kripa only. use that Krupa of Savita for that purpose. That is the second line. Jusheta, Seveta, Brahma, Purvyam, Chirantanam. You have to do the Sevana of this Brahman who is Purvyam, who is Chirantanam, means who is eternal. Was there before the creation, who is there when the creation is going on, when the creation dissolves, still he continues. That Chirantanam Purvyam Brahma Yusheta Savita Prasavena. Now, how pakka this thought has to be understood that I am alive because of Paramatma, and with this life I have to reach only back to Paramatma. And the Paramatma is Brahma, Purvyam, eternal. Purvyam also means the primordial, the substratum, the cause of all, on whom the whole world is projected, in which we are caught up as samsari and suffering. And we don't want the suffering, we don't want samsara, we want to get moksha. Moksha is available only in Brahma Tattva. Therefore, Brahmanubhutyartham, we have to do Seveta Brahma Purvya. Savita Prasavena. By the Upasana and Kripa of Savita. We do Upasana, he does Kripa, we use the Kripa. Now, in this, where Bhagavan is giving me the Kripa, no, this arrogance is wrong. He made you human being or not? Yeah. He gave the intellect or not? Yeah. He's made you born in Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, Bharata Varsha or not? Yeah. If you search, are there gurus or not to teach you the Upanishad Brahma Vidya? Yeah. What more you want? This is a Krupa. You have to realize, Krupa. You cannot be lazy or arrogant at the intellectual level. Lazy, not recognizing the Krupa, and arrogance, shouting that there is no Krupa. Isn't it? That thing we have to be careful like children. Tell the mother, wake me up at 5, 6 o'clock. She wakes up, but this buffalo sleeps. Then after 8 o'clock gets up and says, why didn't you wake me up in the morning? He shouts at mother with arrogance. She has woken up. He only again slept. And why the hell he ate like a buffalo at night so much? And why he slept very late? Was it not his responsibility to eat less, sleep early, to get up in the morning with the help of mother? This fellow is so arrogant, says, why didn't you wake me up? In the same way, the Savita has provided us everything. We have to wake up to use them. We can't say arrogantly, why didn't you wake me up? You are sleeping like stupid buffalo and you blame Savita, the Lord. Many of us have that attitude of blaming the Lord. Riyari has already given the best. Now it is we who have to be intellectual to look for them. What he has given, how to use. All these are the things. The Gurus, the Upanishads, the Shastra Shravana, continuously going on. This is the Krupa. And nowadays the Krupa इतनी है जिस सेल फोन को आप आपके तकिए के पास लगाकर सोते हो इन दैट सेल फोन कंटिन्यूअसली द महात्मास आर देयर गिविंग यू उपनिषद सत्संग अब कहाँ तक ले आए बोलो भगवान अपने कृपा को it we have to realize I am insincere, I am intellectually stupid, I am not thinking what I have to achieve in life, I am not thinking how to achieve it, I am not thinking about the availability of satsanga, I am not deciding to attend the class every day, I am not doing my sadhana करके वो self blame लेना होता है. Then we have to come out of that blemish and do the thing that's to be done. That's the meaning of Savitra Prasavena Jusheta Brahma Purvya. Then again, continue praying to Savita. Even this, I am trying my best to recognize your grace, O Lord. Please bless me continuously. You blessed me. That's why I am studying Upanishads. Continue blessing me to give the quietness of mind. Give me that blessing of inspiration to become more and more contemplative, meditative, introverted all through the day. That's the meaning of again Savita Prasavena means Savita ko prarthana karna. Then Seveta Brahma Purvya. And how long we have to do it? Is there any time limit? No. Time limit is not there, but the achievement limit is there. Means, and this is achieved, till that you have to do. What is that achievement? Tatra yonim krunavase. So tasmin brahmani, in that Brahman, yonim means nishtam. In that Brahman only nishtha. What sort of nishtha? Samadhi lakshanam. Samadhi lakshana means the first in the understanding of the Brahman, second in the understanding and acceptance of the glory of the Brahman, third in the pursuit of the Brahman, fourthly the samadhi is that he is merged in that Brahman. That's the meaning of yonim means nishtha means samadhi lakshana. Krunavase kurushva. Till that happens. Go on doing Jusheta Brahma Purvyam Prasavena Savita. Savitra Prasavena Jusheta Brahma Purvyam Tatra Yonim Kundavase. Evam Kurvatah Mama Kim Tatah Bhavati. When I am doing this and establishing in Brahman, what happens to me after that? Uchate. Iti Ataha. That is said. Nahi Te Iti. This line we are explaining. Nahi te to you no more purtam smartam karma ishtam shautam cha karma. These two purta karma social service related, smarta karma shauta karma the ishtam the yajnayagadi both of them karmas na akshipan. Okay, what do you mean by na akshipan? Na punar bhoga hetor badnati. These two thoughts of doing Ishta and Purta for the bhoga of anything external, that thought will not come to you. Na punar bhoga etor bhavati. These two, Ishta, Purta. Means Ishta means all the Shruti Ukta Yajnas Upasanas. Purtas are again Shruti Yukta and time to time social services. Each of them are noted as punya and they will be given rewards of the worldliness only, this world or other world. So you will not be going towards it because you are established in the yonim krunavase, the Brahman. So nahite purtam smartam karma ishtam shrotam cha karma akshipan means na punaha bhoga hetu or badnati. They won't bind you. You will not be forced from within or without to involve in the Ishtapurta karma which bind you with the karma phala of this or the other world. Means Jnana Agnina Sabijasya Dagdatvat. Very important. This Atma Jnana Agni burns away this Ishtapurta karma kamana for the karma phala along with the bija, the Ajnana and Vasana. Remember, I am the infinite self. In that only every happiness and bliss is there. Not knowing is called as Ajnana. The other side of the Ajnana is called as Vasanas tendencies. Those Vasanas create the Kamana. To fulfill that Kamana, the Ishtapurtams are done. And the Ishtapurtam results in giving us this Kamana which we desired in this or the other world with this or that body. Therefore, Janma Marana. Will the result of this Ishtapurta come or not? Definitely. But it is temporary. The bondage created by that is the permanent bliss is there in self. We are not allowed to turn towards it. संसार का बंधन का अर्थ क्या हुआ? जो परमात्मा की तरफ जाने नहीं देना. There we get deluded by those small little pleasures or results. अरे मजा आया रे. Like one sip of coffee you had, so tasty. Another sip, till the cup is over. Then again you ask for another cup. So the taste enchants, it's called delusion. That we are not able to think about who is the taster, where from the taste coming, what is the substratum of that coffee or tea. In that the permanent bliss is there. इस एक कप में जो टेस्ट मिलता है आपको करोड़ों कप में जो है वो परमात्मा में. But that big subject we don't even think about because we are deluded by this. वही मोह होता है. We all are mohagrast. That's why we give value to these pleasures. The more we involve in them, the more that dilutes. That's why this very tough thing to digest is what? Keep away the world, then only you can devalue the world, then only you can value the Lord or spiritual. Very tough to digest. Being in the world, saying no to the world is difficult. Keep away, that's it. Get out of it. That's why go 1-2 months to the Himalayas, Uttarakhand, or any other place and see away from the world. Not only we realize that we can be away from the world, but there, if we get a Mahatma, listening from him the Tattva, we can also realize that we can attend to the Tattva. Like every day you are coming to the class. You are Gari Himalaya Mano. Third दिन class में आने से we can understand both things, that we can be away from the worldly activities as others are doing or as we do other time, and we can also focus on this self through study of Shastra. ये पॉसिबिलिटी जरूरत हमको महसूस होता है. कीप अवे फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड. सो नहीं ते पूर्तम क्षिपत कि ज्ञानाग्निना सबीजस्य दग्धत्वा उक्तम च यथेशिकातूलमग्नौ पुरोतम प्रदूयते. Like the small blade of grass or a small part of that cotton. Tula means cotton ka layer. Put it in the agni, how quickly it burns. यथा ईशिका तूलम अग्नो प्रोतम प्रदूयते एवं in this way asya of this one who has realized Brahman sarve papmanah praduyante. All his vasanas which were expressing as desires, forcing him to do the desire oriented or desire prompted activities called as ishtapurtam, they all get burned. Otherwise there is no end to them. That's the samsara. एवं अस्य सर्वे पापमानः प्रदूयन्ते. Another quotation, Jnanagni means Atmajnanagni Sarva Karmani. Karmani means the vasanas, the kamanas, the karma phala, janma marana. All the five we have to add. So Jnana Agni, Brahma Jnana Agni, Sarva Karmani, all karmas, Bhasmasat Kurute. Burns it away. Fourth chapter. यथा एदांसि समिद्धः अग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुते अर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा. Therefore न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत् स्वयं योग संसिद्धः कालेन आत्मनि विन्दति. We are lucky we are going to study every of these shlokas with Bhashya. So sweet, so beautiful it will be. Simple, direct. Every shloka भाष्यकार इज गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन गीता का जो हम हिंदी में पढ़ेंगे. सो ज्ञानाग्नि सर्व कर्माणि भस्मसात कुरुते तथा. एंड अनदर प्लेस आल्सो ज्ञानाग्नि दग्ध कर्माणम तमाहो पंडितम बुधाः. फोर्थ चैप्टर दैट आल्सो कम्स. एंड आल्सो क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि तस्मिन् दृष्टे परावरे. इन अनदर श्लोक आल्सो. तो होप यू आर कैचिंग इट. Savitha Upasana. He blesses us. Use that blessings for Jusheta Brahma Purvyam up to Tatra Yonim Kurnavase. The result is that Nishta in the Brahma Jnana burns away along with the Vasanas. The Sankalpa for any of the outer worldly experiences, to get which we have to do the sweating and toiling of Ishta and Purta. मतलब ये जो सिंबॉलिकली कहा, नहीं ते पूर्तम अक्षिपत, the Ishtapurta will not bind you means samsara will not be there. That's the meaning. Karma, karma phala, karta, bhokta rupi, that terrible samsara will not be there. Our problem is what? We are not yet sufficiently matured in our listening to the Shastras and contemplating for a long time that to understand that this type of life which we are living is bondage. हमको यही मोक्ष लग रहा है, स्वामी क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? आई एम वर्किंग, आई एम अर्निंग, आई एम बाइंग, आई एम इंडल्जिंग, मजा आ रहा है ना? See the power of delusion, that the person is not even able to think that beyond all these there is something substratum in whom the bliss is infinite. He doesn't want all of that. He is ready to go through all this artha kama. That's a delusion. You know? Like make a tiger sit and tell it Brahmajnana. He says, why? I am hunting a deer and eating and sleeping. What is the need of Brahmajnana to me? The tiger says. The lion says. The Lions Club member also says. Power of delusion, you see. And the arrogance there. One day you will die. Okay, I will die, he says. But you are doing all papa. You will be taken to the hell. Okay, I am ready to go. Such people cannot be touched also. Mahamurak kehte hain unko. That is when, as for everything, there is a qualification and arhata. So too for the pure Vedanta, the qualification of sensitivity is required. Wherein we are understanding that what life we are living is not as great as it is possible. The possible greatest life is the realizing the infinite subtler inner self. इसलिए ना वो सुख जो है हमको मिलता है पुण्य कर्मों से, वो हमको साधना की तरफ जाने नहीं देता. Doesn't mean that you do papa and get dukkha, isn't it? So people question only, why Brahmajnanam? मैं मजे में हूँ. How to explain to that fellow? Guru cannot, he will fail Guru. But that failure of Guru is the failure of that fellow only. He should ask. मैं उब गया हूँ, ये सारे टेम्पररी है, मुझे समझ में आया. They're very superficial also, and they bring so much of hardships and slaveries and bondages. Is there anything as blissful as this, yet without all these problems? When from within that question comes, when you go to Guru, then yes, it is there. That is infinitely blissful, not limited like this. And it is within yourself as yourself. So seek it. Actually, this knowledge is again Savitra Prasavena by Savita Kripa. Okay. Jnanagni sarvakarmani bhasmasat kurte tatha iti. So by blessed by the divinity, invoke the reality and realize it and be freed from Ishtapurtaropi, karma and samsara bandhana. So use life only for that. In this karma phalarupi samsara, if you are not finding bandhana, then you are very immature. If you are seeking only these things from the Lord, है ना, "हे भगवान अर्थ काम आदि दे दो," so still we are in a childish level. The mature level is, what is the substratum of all? Let me seek that, O Lord. This is maturity. Even for that, sufficient अनुग्रह of the Guru Ishvara चाहिए, sufficient study of शास्त्र चाहिए, तत्व शास्त्र. नहीं पढ़ोगे तत्व शास्त्र तो पुराण इतिहास पढ़ोगे, उसमें कहेंगे रामा इज देयर, कृष्णा इज देयर, वर्शिप देम, दे विल गिव यू दिस वर्ल्ड्स भोगा, दे विल गिव अदर वर्ल्ड भोगा, एंड दे कैन इवन टेक यू टू देयर ओन लोक. तुमको गधे की तरह बिठा के खिलाते जाएंगे. है ना, हमको सुनने में मजा लगता है. आप ऐसे भगवान को देखते रह सकते हैं, उनके सामने बैठकर उनका भजन कीर्तन. इट फील सो एन्चेंटिंग एंड यू टीयर्स इन द आईज आल्सो. And when any work comes, that God kicks him. He'll tell that, Ja, kaam karke aa mera. And you can't say no because you are surrendered. He can send you anywhere from his loka. He will tell lovingly only, but you have to go away from him and get lost in the world. एक ज्ञानी को नौबत नहीं होता. He says, I am Brahman, nowhere to go. You and I are one. So they are very intricate, subtle things. To understand also, a good grace is required, good time of audience or listening is required. Now, हो गया? This mantra done, seventh one. Eighth one we are seeing now. ध्यान योग की विधि और उसका महत्व. How to do the dhyana yoga and what is its greatness. Why it has to be done. Sambandha Bhashyam is Tatra yonim krunavase iti uktam. So, in that Brahman, you establish Nishtha ko pao. Samadhi Nishtha, it was said. Katam yoni karanam. How to get established in that Brahman? Iti ashankya. Having expected this question in the mind of the disciple, tat prakaram darshayati. The method and technique for that yoni karanam, that samadhi karanam is being given here by the Shruti Mata. Chant this mantra 2 times. We'll enjoy studying it tomorrow. Trirunnatam sthapya samam shariram hrudindriyani manasa sanniveshya brahmodupena pratareta vidwan srotamsi sarvani bhayavahani. Again, Trirunnatam sthapya samam shariram हृदीन्द्रियाणि मनसा सन्निवेश्य ब्रह्मोडुपेन प्रतरेत विद्वान् श्रोतांसि सर्वाणि भयावहानि. Friends, from here onwards, the whole text gives us so many sadhanas, so many preparations, so many upasanas, such a guidance you will get throughout. It will be overwhelming information. मजा आता है दमन who is serious, sincere. इतने सारे बताते हैं, like this sloka itself. How to do the meditation said in 3 lines. Then you realize the self. So that no more samsara. Srotamsi sarvani bhayavahani vidwan brahmodpena prataret. Fully available techniques for sadhana, fully clearly mentioned sadhanas. Only have to lift them bodily and start doing. And any sadhana takes sufficient time, for us to understand it and establish it in it. जल्दबाज में सब समझ में आना एक्सपेक्ट मत करो. Like when you swim, first swimming when you jump in, it takes time for you to understand what is meaning. हाथ को पैर को मारो और सर ऊपर करके हवा ले लो. सडनली नहीं होता वो. So too when you go for a driving learning, suddenly it takes some time for you to become familiarized with whole aspect. So too, though you learn the car in the ground, first time when you go to the road, with other traffic also, it is so confusing in the beginning. कुछ समय लगता है ये सारा समझने को. Everywhere when you make a new house, when you get a new job, when you get married, when you have a new member are coming to the house in the form of अतिथि or a son or grandson, समय लेता है थिंग एडजस्ट करने को. इसमें भी वैसे ही. Give that time till you get established in it, to get the clarity. It will come. So it's a beautiful shloka, this one. Enjoy it tomorrow. Om, 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 Om. ओम 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 पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Let us join to study Gita in Hindi.